Welcome to the Grim Face movement. To those of you who've been here before, welcome back. You already know what this is. You already know why we're here. And you already know that this is where we separate the strong from the weak. And if you're new, consider this your wake-up call. This isn't a place for excuses. This isn't a place for comfort. This is where we tear down the lies that keep you small, weak, and stuck, and rebuild you into something unstoppable. The Grim Face movement is about power, resilience, and complete control over your own life. It's about breaking free from the system, rejecting mediocrity, and forging a path that most people are too afraid to walk. So if you're tired of the same empty motivational fluff, if you're ready to think differently, move differently, and win differently, then hit that subscribe button. Because once you step into this world, there's no going back. Welcome to Grim Face. It's time to dominate. Lesson 1. Master your focus. Avoid shiny object syndrome. Let's be clear. Distractions are not just harmless diversions. They are parasites. They steal your energy, drain your willpower, and leave you chasing illusions. Shiny object syndrome is the disease of the weak, of those who never commit, never endure, never master. Look around. How many people do you know who jump from idea to idea, chasing the latest trend, the newest gimmick, the next big thing? They're addicts, hooked on novelty, high on the illusion of progress. But when the dust settles, what do they have? Nothing. A graveyard of abandoned dreams and wasted time. You are not one of them. If you are serious about success, if you want to dominate your space, carve your legacy, and forge yourself into something unstoppable, you must kill this disease at its root. The path to mastery is ruthless focus. Every second you waste entertaining distractions is a second stolen from your true potential. Every time you pivot without commitment, you weaken your foundation. If you want to win, you must train your mind like a weapon, a laser that cuts through the noise and locks onto its target with deadly precision. Here's how you integrate this into your life. 1. Pick your war. Choose one mission and commit fully. Half-hearted effort produces half-hearted results. Pick your battlefield. Choose your mission. Make the decision that this is what you will master, no matter what. When distractions come, and they will, ask yourself, does this serve my mission? If the answer is no, discard it like poison. 2. Create a distraction kill list. Every time a new idea, trend, or opportunity tempts you, write it down, then let it sit. Don't act on impulse. After 30 days, review the list. Most of these opportunities will look laughable in hindsight. If one still holds weight, then, and only then, consider it. But never let the rush of novelty dictate your actions. 3. Set brutal boundaries for your time and energy. Your time is sacred. If you allow distractions, people, and unimportant tasks to steal it, you are betraying yourself. Set rules. Block time for deep work. Cut off energy-draining relationships. Create an environment where focus thrives. If something does not serve your vision, eliminate it. 4. Replace dopamine hits with discipline. Distractions feel good. They give you little bursts of excitement, false signals that you're making progress. Burn that addiction. Train yourself to get satisfaction from real progress, from finishing what you start, from mastery. Discipline must become your high. 5. Become unstoppable by embracing the boredom of mastery. The weak crave excitement. The strong embrace the grind. True power is built in the mundane, repeating the same skills, refining the same craft, perfecting the same process. This is where greatness is forged. If you can master the patience to endure repetition, while others seek quick fixes, you will outlast, outwork, and ultimately destroy your competition. The challenge. Right now, make the decision. Will you be the master of your focus or a slave to distractions? Because here's the truth. Every wasted day is a nail in the coffin of your potential. Every moment spent chasing distractions is a moment stolen from the empire you could be building. You don't have infinite time. The clock is ticking. Focus or fail. Decide. Now. Lesson 2. Play in the big leagues. Target bigger customers. Most people stay small because they think small. They play in puddles when they should be swimming in oceans. They settle for scraps when they could be sitting at the table of kings. Why? Fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of not being ready. Fear of hearing the word no. So they stay where it's safe. They take the easy wins. They sell to people who can barely afford what they offer, rather than aiming for those who need, want, and can pay for the best. But you're here because you're ready to break out of the small leagues and step into a world where real money, real success, and real power exist. You're here because you refuse to be another nameless, faceless player drowning in a sea of mediocrity. The truth about playing bigger. There's no prize for working with the wrong people. You can hustle, grind, and sell to small-time clients who question your prices, nickel and dime you, and vanish the moment things get difficult. Or you can level up and serve the high-value clients who pay without hesitation. The difference? Your mindset. High-level players don't waste time. They look for value. They want results. If you can deliver, they will pay you more, faster, and without the nonsense. So how do you integrate this into your life? 1. Change the way you see yourself. You don't attract high-value clients by acting like an amateur. You must first believe you belong in the big leagues. Stop thinking, will they work with me? And start thinking, are they worthy of what I bring to the table? Rewrite your identity. You are not desperate. You are not begging. You are not available for people who waste your time. You are a high-value asset, and those who work with you are lucky to have access. 2. Identify your ideal high-level client, who can actually afford your service at the highest level, who values what you bring, who has the resources, the network, and the mindset to pay what you're truly worth. Small-time clients will bleed you dry. Big clients will elevate you. Ask yourself, who has the budget to pay you what you deserve? Who is in urgent need of what you offer? Who already values quality and results? Once you identify them, eliminate everything else. 3. Raise your standards and prices immediately. When you keep your prices low, you attract low-level people. Cheap customers are the most demanding, the least loyal, and the first to leave. Raise your prices. Now let the bottom feeders fall away. They were never going to take you to the next level anyway. The serious players won't even blink at your new rates. The real money doesn't argue over price. It argues over results. 4th position. Yourself as the authority. Big clients don't buy from nobodies. They buy from the best. Build a reputation. Show proof. Display testimonials, case studies, and results. Publish content that demands respect. Speak with certainty. If you hesitate, they'll walk. Confidence is currency. If you don't believe you belong, neither will they. 5. Get in the room with high-level players. Stop surrounding yourself with people who think small. If your circle isn't pushing you to level up, it's pulling you down. Attend exclusive events. Network where real money flows. Invest in mentors who force you to grow. Align yourself with winners, not whiners. You don't meet millionaires at discount networking events. Go where the power is. The challenge. Are you ready to stop thinking small? Are you ready to raise your standards, demand your worth, and refuse to settle for less? Right now, make the commitment. Identify one way to raise your prices or increase your value immediately. Cut out one low-value client, deal, or mindset holding you back. Find one way to step into bigger rooms, bigger conversations, and bigger deals. Small thinking creates small results. Big thinking makes you unstoppable. Decide. Step up. Play bigger. Lesson 3. Dominate through value. Offer as much value as possible. Most people operate with a scarcity mindset. They ask, how little can I give and still get paid? That's why they remain average, forgettable, and replaceable. Winners think differently. The truly unstoppable ones give more, serve harder, and dominate through undeniable value. They don't just show up. They leave an imprint so deep that no competitor can erase it. This is your new standard. If you want to stand out, if you want to attract the best clients, the biggest opportunities, and the highest rewards, then you must become the one who gives more value than anyone else in your space. The weak think that giving more means losing. The strong know that giving more makes them untouchable. The power of relentless value. The market is ruthless. Nobody cares about your effort, your struggles, or your intentions. They care about one thing. What can you do for them? The second you internalize this, you stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like a force of nature. You stop begging for scraps and start demanding your worth, not through empty words, but through undeniable results. So, how do you integrate this into your life? First, shift from transactional thinking to transformation. Thinking. Most people operate in a transactional mindset. How much work for how much money? What's the bare minimum I can do to keep them happy? How do I avoid doing extra? This is loser thinking. Instead, ask yourself, how can I transform this person's life or business so deeply that they never want to leave? How can I provide so much value that paying me is a no-brainer? How can I become so essential that they cannot afford to go anywhere else? When you start thinking about dominating through transformation, instead of surviving through transactions, everything changes. Second, stack value in every interaction. Your competition is lazy. They give the minimum. They overpromise and underdeliver. You will do the opposite. Every time someone interacts with you, whether they buy from you or not, you should be leaving them with something powerful. Ways to stack value. Over-deliver. Give them 10 times the results they expected. Anticipate their needs before they even ask. Provide resources, connections, and insights they didn't pay for. Solve problems so thoroughly they can't imagine going elsewhere. When people realize that you give them more than anyone else, they will chase you. They will pay you. They will fight to keep you in their world. 3. Find the invisible value that no one else is offering. Every market has gaps, things people need but aren't getting. Most businesses copy what's already out there. You will study the market, listen deeply, and deliver what no one else is willing to. Ask yourself, what frustrates people in my industry? What problems are competitors ignoring? How can I deliver a solution that feels effortless and game-changing? This is how legends are made. They don't follow trends. They create them by seeing what others don't. 4. The value loop. The more you give, the more you get. Most people hoard their knowledge, their resources, their energy. They are weak. True power comes from giving so much value that the universe has no choice but to return it to you tenfold. The more you give, the more people talk about you, the more doors open for you, the more you become known as the only option worth choosing. You want a waiting list of clients? You want people throwing money at you? You want to be unstoppable? Become the one who gives more than anyone else and watch what happens. 5. Play the long game. Stop thinking short-term. Weak-minded people fear giving too much because they're trapped in short-term thinking. They think, if I give more now, what if they don't pay me back? What if I put in effort and don't get an instant reward? What if they take advantage of me? Wrong questions. The real question is, how do I build so much goodwill, authority, and impact that I become undeniable? Because when you stack value relentlessly, it always comes back, often in ways you never expected. The challenge. Right now, make the decision. Identify one way you can immediately add more value to your clients, customers, or audience. Find one area where you've been holding back and over-deliver, starting today. Cut the scarcity mindset. Give freely. Solve deeply. Serve harder. The people who win are the ones who give more than anyone else. Be that person. Outserve, outwork, outvalue, and watch the world chase you. Lesson 4. Money moves first. Prioritize your income-producing activities. Let's get one thing straight. Your time is the most valuable asset you will ever have. If you waste it on meaningless tasks, distractions, or things that don't push you forward, you are robbing yourself of the life you deserve. Most people stay broke because they focus on everything except making money. They fill their days with busy work, checking emails, scrolling social media, tweaking their website, or reorganizing their desk. They mistake movement for progress, but movement isn't progress. Action without income is just glorified procrastination. If you want to be unstoppable, you must do what the winners do. Prioritize income-producing activities above all else. Every single day, without excuse, without hesitation. The harsh truth about your time. There are only 2 types of work in your life. Income-producing activities, IPA. These are the actions that directly bring in money. Sales, client acquisition, product creation, deal-making, high-value networking. Everything else. These are the distractions disguised as work. They make you feel productive, but they don't move the needle. Replying to every email, tweaking your logo, consuming endless content instead of executing. Here's where most people fail. They spend 90% of their time on things that don't make them money. And then, they wonder why. They're stuck. You cannot afford to operate like this. How to integrate this into your life. 1. Start your day with the money moves. Before you do anything else. Before you check your phone. Before you respond to emails. Before you get sucked into the nonsense. Ask yourself one question. What action will bring in the most money today? Then do that first. Your day should start with revenue-generating activities. Not later. Not after you get in the zone. First, if you're in sales, your first action should be reaching out to leads, closing deals, following up. If you run a business, your first action should be optimizing your offer, marketing, or improving your product. If you invest, your first action should be analyzing opportunities, making strategic moves, and increasing your cash flow. Everything else is secondary. Everything. 2. The 80-20 rule. Cut the dead weight. 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. That means most of what you're doing is wasting time. Do an audit of your work. Identify the 20% of your tasks that actually make money. Ruthlessly eliminate or delegate the rest. If it doesn't bring in money, build leverage, or move the business forward, it doesn't belong on your priority list. Third stop, hiding behind low-value work. A lot of people fill their time with safe tasks because they're avoiding the real work, the uncomfortable, high-stakes, money-making moves. Let's call it what it is. Fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of failure. Fear of stepping up and actually selling, leading, and owning their value. You must destroy this fear. If making money feels uncomfortable, good. That means you're doing something that matters. Your comfort zone is where your dreams go to die. Get out of it. 4. Build an unstoppable machine. Automate and delegate. If you're drowning in busy work, it's because you haven't built a system. Automate what doesn't need your attention. Emails, scheduling, payments. Delegate what someone else can do. Admin work, editing, customer service. Focus only on what makes you money. Your time should be spent on strategy, execution, and high-value moves. Everything else? Offload it. 5. Become obsessed with ROI, return on investment. Every action you take should be measured by one thing: the return it brings. Before you do anything, ask, will this make me money? Will this grow my influence, impact, or reach? Will this move me closer to my ultimate vision? If the answer is no, stop wasting time on it. The highest performers don't chase tasks. They chase results. The challenge. If you want to break free from mediocrity, you must make a decision right now. Audit your work. Identify what's making you money and what's wasting time. Eliminate or delegate low-value tasks. If it doesn't drive revenue, it's not a priority. Start every day with income-producing activities. No exceptions. No excuses. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Selling, negotiating, and building real wealth require it. The people who win are the ones who make money their priority. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. You are either building wealth or making excuses. Choose wisely. Lesson 5. Break it down. Chunk your work. Most people fail, not because they lack intelligence or effort, but because they drown in their own chaos. They look at their goals like a massive, impossible mountain and freeze. Overwhelm paralyzes them. So they procrastinate, overthink, and eventually quit. You will not be one of them. Winners understand a simple truth. You don't climb a mountain in one step. You take it piece by piece, chunk by chunk, until you reach the summit. This is how you execute like a machine. This is how you dominate your work without burning out. You chunk it down. You simplify. You execute. Why overwhelm is a lie. Overwhelm is nothing more than a lack of structure. Your brain is not designed to handle 100 different tasks at once. It shuts down when the workload feels too big. That's why most people give up before they even start. But when you break things down into manageable chunks, everything changes. A book becomes one chapter at a time. A business becomes one key milestone at a time. A massive project becomes a simple list of small, executable tasks. When you stop looking at the entire staircase and focus on one step at a time, suddenly, the impossible becomes achievable. How to integrate this into your life. 1. Identify your big goal, then cut it into pieces. First, define exactly what you want to accomplish. No vague ideas, no half-baked visions. Clarity is power. Then, break it down. What needs to happen first? What's the next milestone? What are the daily actions that lead to success? Turn your big, scary goal into small, winnable battles. 2. The 90-minute rule. Work in focused chunks. Your brain can't focus on deep work for 8 hours straight. That's a lie. What actually works? 90-minute sprints. Here's how it works. Set a 90-minute timer. Pick one high-impact task. Eliminate distractions. No notifications. No interruptions. No nonsense. Attack that task relentlessly. When the timer ends, take a 15 to 30-minute break. Repeat. This method will triple your productivity while keeping you mentally sharp. 3. Use the rule of 3 to stay laser-focused. Every day, choose only 3 key tasks that will move you forward. Not 10, not 20, 3. Why? Because the human brain can only prioritize a few things at a time. If you try to do everything, you'll accomplish nothing. Your 3 tasks should be: 1 task that makes you money, 1 task that moves a major goal forward, 1 task that improves your skills, brand, or future opportunities. If you complete these 3 things every day, you will outwork and outlast 99% of people. 4. Kill multitasking. It's a productivity scam. Multitasking doesn't make you productive. It makes you mediocre. Your brain works best when it focuses on one thing at a time. Switching between tasks constantly, that destroys your focus and wastes 40% of your mental energy. Instead, focus on one task. Crush it completely. Move to the next. Simple, effective, unstoppable. 5. Systematize everything. Make execution automatic. If you want to dominate, you must remove decision fatigue. Winners don't waste time thinking about what to do next. They have systems that make success automatic. Pre-plan your tasks the night before. Wake up knowing exactly what needs to be done. Batch similar tasks together. Group calls, emails, or creative work into dedicated time blocks. Create checklists and templates. Stop reinventing the wheel. Systematize repetitive tasks. The less mental energy you waste on decision-making, the more you have to execute like a machine. The challenge. Today, right now, implement these 3 steps. 1. Take a big goal and break it into small, manageable pieces. 2. Use the 90-minute rule and attack one chunk with complete focus. 3. Choose your 3 priority tasks for the day and execute without distraction. Most people stay stuck because they make success more complicated than it needs to be. You won't make that mistake. Chunk your work. Simplify your execution. Move with precision and force. That's how you become unstoppable. Lesson 6. Execute relentlessly. Act without perfection. Perfection is a lie. A seductive, poisonous lie. It whispers to you, wait until it's perfect. It tells you, you're not ready yet. It convinces you, if you launch now, people will judge you. And so you wait. You tweak. You overanalyze. You hesitate. And what happens? Nothing. Meanwhile, the winners, the ones who execute without hesitation, are out there dominating, closing deals, making money, and building an empire while you're still getting ready. Let me tell you something. The world doesn't reward perfection. It rewards action. The ones who move fast, break things, and figure it out as they go, they win. The ones who sit on the sidelines, waiting for the perfect moment, they get left behind. You will not be one of them. Why perfection is the enemy of progress. Perfection is nothing more than fear, disguised as productivity. It's fear of failure. It's fear of judgment. It's fear of stepping into the unknown. But here's the truth. No one cares if you're perfect. They care if you deliver. Google launched half-broken. Facebook was ugly and messy in the beginning. Tesla had production issues for years. And yet, they dominated because they executed. They improved as they moved forward. They refused to let perfection slow them down. You must do the same. How to integrate this into your life. 1. Commit to speed. Over perfection. Most people think that success is about having the best idea or the most polished product. Wrong. Success belongs to the one who executes first and adapts fast. Launch before you're ready. Sell before it's perfect. Figure out the details as you go. The marketplace doesn't wait for you. The longer you hesitate, the more opportunities you lose. 2. The 70% rule. Good enough is good enough. If you wait until your idea, product, or business is 100% perfect, you've waited too long. Instead, Follow the 70% rule. If it's 70% ready, launch. If you're 70% prepared, take action. If you're 70% confident, go for it. Why? Because the last 30% is just delaying and doubting yourself. You'll learn more from real-world execution than from sitting in your head endlessly tweaking. 3. Embrace fail fast, learn faster. Failure is not your enemy. Indecision is. Every mistake you make is just a lesson disguised as pain. Every time you fall short, you gain data, wisdom, and experience. Every failure refines your approach and makes you stronger. If you fear failure, you will never move fast enough to win. Instead, make failure your ally. Fail fast. Adjust. Keep moving. 4. Set deadlines that force you to act. If you don't set deadlines, your brain will stretch tasks indefinitely. Force execution. Give yourself 24 hours to start. Give yourself 1 week to launch. Give yourself 1 month to make it profitable. Deadlines create urgency. Urgency kills procrastination. 5. Stop seeking approval. Just take the shot. Many people wait to feel ready. They wait for approval, validation, or a sign that they're on the right path. But the truth? No one is coming to tell you you're ready. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You don't need more time. You just need to start. The challenge. 1. Launch something this week. A project, a business idea, an offer, whatever you've been delaying. 2. Set a deadline for the action you've been avoiding. Not someday, a real deadline. 3rd, stop tweaking and start executing. Imperfect action beats perfect hesitation every time. Move. Now, success doesn't belong to the most talented, the most prepared, or the most careful. It belongs to those who execute relentlessly. Get out of your head. Get into action. Perfection is a trap. Execution is power. Lesson 7. Clarity wins. Be clear, not clever. The world is drowning in noise. Everyone is talking, selling, pitching, shouting. But almost no one is truly communicating. They use fancy words. They overcomplicate their message. They try to sound impressive instead of being effective. And that's why they lose. If people don't understand you in seconds, you are invisible. If your message is confusing, people will move on. Because clarity is power. The winners, they strip away the fluff. They make their message so simple, so direct, that you cannot ignore it. Why clarity is a superpower. Most people think they need to sound smart, sophisticated, or ultra-professional to be taken seriously. Wrong. The best communicators make things simple. Apple doesn't sell advanced telecommunication devices. They sell the iPhone. It just works. Nike doesn't say, "We manufacture high-performance athletic footwear." They say, "Just do it." Netflix doesn't pitch you a list of features. They say, "Watch anywhere. Cancel anytime." Clarity sells. Confusion repels. People don't have time to decode your message. If they don't immediately see the value, you've already lost them. How to integrate this into your life. 1. Cut the fluff. Say it in 10 words or less. Most people talk too much. They add extra words, unnecessary details, and long-winded explanations. Kill all of it. If you can't explain what you do in 1 sentence, you don't understand it well enough. Example. Instead of, "I help ambitious entrepreneurs maximize their revenue potential through strategic and customized coaching sessions designed to elevate their business acumen." Say, "I help entrepreneurs make more money faster." The shorter your message, the stronger it becomes. 2. Sell results, not processes. Nobody cares how you do it. They only care about the result. People don't want a personal trainer. They want a six-pack. People don't want a financial advisor. They want more money and less stress. People don't want business coaching. They want freedom, power, and success. Stop explaining how you work. Start showing why it matters. 3. Clarity in action. The so what test. Take your pitch, your marketing, or your message and apply the so what test. Ask yourself, if I say this to a stranger, would they instantly care? Example, I'm a mindset coach. So what? I help people break bad habits and take control of their lives. Better. I help you rewire your brain for success. Now we're talking. Every word should earn its place. If it doesn't create impact, cut it. 4. Stop trying to be clever. Be direct instead. People think using big words, fancy jargon, or witty phrases makes them sound smart. It doesn't. It makes them forgettable. Instead of, we facilitate transformative business solutions to optimize scalability. Say, we help businesses grow faster. Instead of, our product revolutionizes the user experience through cutting-edge AI-powered design. Say, our product is faster, smarter, and easier to use. Being clear doesn't make you sound simple. It makes you sound powerful. 5. Write like you talk. If you wouldn't say it in a real conversation, don't write it. Imagine explaining your business, product, or service to a 10-year-old. Would they get it? Or would they stare at you, confused? If it's not simple enough for a child to understand, it's not clear enough for your audience. The challenge. Right now, take action. 1. Write your core message in 10 words or less. No fluff, no nonsense, just pure clarity. 2. Find one place in your life where you're overcomplicating your message, your website, your pitch, your bio, and simplify it today. 3. Apply the so what test to everything you say and write. If it doesn't instantly grab attention, make it stronger. Because here's the truth. The world doesn't have time for your confusion. Clarity is what separates the forgettable from the unstoppable. Be the one who speaks so clearly, so powerfully, that people cannot ignore you. Lesson 8. Proof over promises. Let results speak for you. Words are cheap. Promises are easy. But proof is undeniable. Every day, people are bombarded with marketing claims, big talk, and empty guarantees. Everyone is saying they're the best. Everyone is promising results. And that's why most people don't believe anything anymore. Trust is not given freely. It's earned. If you want people to believe in you, pay you, and follow you, you must stop talking and start showing. Your results must be so clear, so undeniable, so powerful, that people have no choice but to trust you. Because here's the truth. The one with proof always wins. Why proof is the ultimate sales weapon. The marketplace is brutal. Nobody cares about your effort. Nobody cares about your story. Nobody cares about your passion. They care about results. Can you actually do what you say you can do? Can you prove it? Can you make it so obvious that doubt is impossible? If you can, you win. If you can't, you're just another voice in the crowd. How to integrate this into your life. 1. Stop talking, start demonstrating. Instead of saying, I'm the best at what I do, show them. If you're in fitness, show the transformations. If you're in business, show the revenue growth. If you sell products, show the results. Stop trying to convince people with words. Give them something undeniable. 2. Use the show, don't tell formula. Anytime you make a claim, back it up with proof. Claim, we help businesses grow. Weak, stronger. We helped X company increase revenue by 312% in 6 months. Claim, I help people lose weight fast. Weak. Stronger. Here's how Sarah lost 40 pounds in 90 days with my method. When proof replaces promises, your authority becomes unshakable. 3. Collect and display social proof everywhere. People trust what others say about you more than what you say about yourself. Make sure you have checkmark testimonials, real words from real clients, customers, case studies, step-by-step breakdowns of results, before and afters, visual transformations, media mentions, features and trusted publications. Make it impossible for people to doubt you. 4. Create a trail of results that speaks for itself. The ultimate proof is your track record. If you're in sales, close deals, and document the wins. If you're in coaching, stack testimonials and success stories. If you build businesses, launch, scale, and sell with evidence. If someone Googles you, what do they find? If someone questions your expertise, can you prove them wrong instantly? Your results should speak so loudly that you never have to explain yourself. 5. If you have no proof, yet, get some. Fast. If you're new and don't have results yet, create them. Offer your service for free to a few people in exchange for testimonials. Document your own journey as proof of your expertise. Share small wins, progress, and momentum, even if they're not huge yet. The faster you build proof, the faster you build trust. The challenge. 1. Take one bold claim you've made and back it up with proof today. 2. Find one place in your business, brand, or message where you need more proof and add it immediately. 3. Make it your mission to stack undeniable proof over time, so much that no one can doubt you. Because here's the truth. People don't buy promises. They buy proof. And the one with the most proof, they win every time. Lesson 9. Systems and leverage. Work smarter, not harder. Hustle alone won't save you. If working harder was the key to success, then construction workers, factory employees, and laborers would be the wealthiest people on earth. But they aren't, because effort without strategy is wasted motion. You can grind for 18 hours a day and still be broke. Or you can set up systems, automation, and leverage so that your work multiplies itself, scales effortlessly, and generates results even when you're not actively grinding. The difference between the ones who struggle forever and the ones who rise to the top? Leverage. The harsh truth about hard work. Society glorifies the hustle. They tell you to grind harder. They say no days off. They make you believe that success is a badge of suffering. That's a lie. Success isn't about how many hours you put in. It's about how much impact and profit you generate in those hours. A man who works 4 hours strategically can out-earn a man who works 40 hours blindly. It's time to stop just working harder and start working smarter. How to integrate this into your life. 1. Identify your high-leverage activities. Not all work is equal. Some tasks are multipliers. Others are time wasters. High-leverage tasks. Things that make you money. Sales, offers, deals, marketing. Things that build systems. Automation, delegation, scaling. Things that multiply. Results. Investments, partnerships, content creation. Low-value tasks. Checking emails all day. Tweaking small details that don't drive results. Doing everything manually instead of automating or delegating. Your new rule. If it doesn't create leverage, it's not a priority. 2. Automate everything that can be automated. Repetition is the enemy of progress. If you answer the same question over and over, create a FAQ page or chatbot. If you schedule meetings manually, use a booking system. If you send out the same emails constantly, use automated sequences. Every second you waste on something that a system can handle is a second stolen from your growth. Automation isn't just efficiency, it's power. 3. Delegate relentlessly. Stop being a one-man army. If you're doing everything yourself, you are the bottleneck in your own success. Hire assistants for admin work. Hire editors and designers for content. Hire sales teams if you're closing deals yourself. Your time should be spent on strategy, leadership, and high-impact moves, not low-level tasks that someone else could handle. The best investment you'll ever make? Buying back your own time. 4. Build assets that work for you 24/7. If your money stops when you stop working, you are in a dangerous game. You need assets that generate results even when you're not there. Digital products, courses, guides, templates, memberships, investments, stocks, real estate, businesses that don't rely on you. Content, videos, podcasts, blogs that bring clients to you on autopilot. The wealthy don't trade time for money. They build assets that work for them. You must do the same. 5. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Use proven systems. Too many people waste time figuring everything out from scratch when they could just plug into systems that already work. Model success. Find people who have already done it and copy what works. Use templates, blueprints, and scripts instead of creating everything manually. Follow a structured roadmap instead of wandering blindly. The most successful people aren't the most creative. They're the most efficient. The challenge. 1. Identify one low-value task you can eliminate or delegate today. 2. Find one process in your life or business that you can automate this week. 3. Create or invest in one asset that generates results without your direct involvement. You can grind forever and stay stuck. Or you can leverage systems, automation, and smarter execution to build unstoppable momentum. The choice is yours. Work hard, but work smarter. And soon, you won't have to work at all. Lesson 10. The unstoppable mindset. Relentless execution and adaptation. You've made it to the final lesson. But let's be clear. This is not the end. This is the beginning. Because everything you've learned so far, none of it matters if you don't have the mindset to execute relentlessly, adapt to any challenge, and refuse to stop. Most people start strong and fade away. Most people hit one obstacle and give up. Most people let failure define them. You are not most people. The only way to become unstoppable is to develop a mindset so unbreakable, so resilient, that no setback, no failure, and no external force can stop your momentum. The game isn't just about skill, it's about mental domination. Why mindset? Separates the weak from the strong. The weak chase motivation. They need to feel ready. They need external validation. The strong move forward regardless. The weak crumble under failure. They see problems as roadblocks. The strong see failure as feedback. They adapt and keep going. The weak wait for permission. The strong take action and figure it out as they go. Success isn't a game of talent, luck, or resources. It's a game of mental endurance. How to integrate this into your life. 1. Commit to ruthless execution. No more excuses. The biggest lie you tell yourself. I'll do it later. Later never comes. Only now exists. You don't need more time. You don't need more information. You don't need a perfect plan. You need to execute. Today. Right now. 2. Destroy the fear of failure. Become adaptable. Most people fear failure because they've been trained to avoid mistakes. But failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback is data. Every loss is a test. If something doesn't work, adjust and attack again. Success is not about never falling. It's about how fast you get back up. 3. Develop the no matter what mentality. Most people are part-time committed. They'll work hard unless it gets difficult. They'll stay consistent unless they don't see results fast enough. They'll push forward unless they feel tired, unmotivated, or uncertain. Winners don't operate like this. Winners commit no matter what. No matter how tired they are. No matter how many times they fail. No matter what anyone says. This is the mentality that separates the elite from the average. 4. Train yourself to thrive in discomfort. Comfort is a slow death. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. The most dangerous place to be? Satisfied, comfortable, at ease. If you want to dominate, you must train yourself to embrace the pain. Push harder when you feel like stopping. Do the work when you don't feel like it. Seek out challenges that force you to evolve. Strength is built in struggle. The more you push through discomfort, the stronger you become. 5. Rewire your identity. Become the person who wins. Your actions will always align with your identity. If you see yourself as someone who quits when it's hard, you'll quit. If you see yourself as someone who isn't good enough, you'll never rise above it. But if you rewire your mind to believe, I am the kind of person who always finds a way. I am the kind of person who dominates my field. I am the kind of person who refuses to quit. Then nothing can stop you. The challenge. 1. Commit to relentless execution. Pick one thing and take massive action today. 2. Embrace failure. Push forward even when things don't go as planned. 3. Eliminate excuses. Do what you said you would do, no matter what. 4. Train your mind to love discomfort, because that's where growth lives. 5. Rewire your identity. Start seeing yourself as the person who wins. This is what separates those who try from those who conquer. Most people quit. Most people stop. But you are now unstoppable. If you've made it this far, you're not like the rest. Most people click away when the truth gets too real. But you're still here. That means something. Now the real question is, what are you going to do with this? Will you let this be just another video, another moment of motivation that fades away? Or will you take what you've learned and use it to tear through every obstacle standing in your way? The Grim Face movement isn't just about watching, it's about becoming. So if you're ready to step up, if you're ready to build something unbreakable, if you're ready to take full control over your life, subscribe now. Join the movement. Stay relentless. And remember, weakness is a choice. See you at the top. Or don't. The choice is yours.